Hello, I'm Leslie Fontanilla, and I am, along with my business partner Sandy, we are doing a series on Learn About Hawaii series. So we are both from the home state of Hawaii, and yeah, so every month on the last Sunday of the month, we put a little presentation to share with you guys a little bit about our state. And there are 4 or 6 islands that are inhabitable that you can travel to. And we talk about all the main islands. And last month, we did Maui. And then today we are talking about Kauai. So Kauai is my home island, and I'm super happy and grateful that we get to share this with you. So I will hand it over to Miss Sandy. Um, she is going to start us off. So if you don't know her, she is a sweetheart. We both live on the island of Oahu. She's a gold consultant and has been with Evolution Travel for 6 years. She's a mentor, trainer, and volunteers with the TAA. She helps out on the admin committees, the new agent orientation, and also mentorship committee. Thank you, Sandy.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here today. Um, Hang on one second. Okay, here we go. So Kauai is the oldest and the northernmost of the main Hawaiian islands. Kauai is the oldest and greenest of Hawaii's main islands, a place where lush rainforests, dramatic cliffs, and golden beaches come together in pure tropical harmony. It's a quieter, more relaxed island, perfect for travelers seeking natural beauty, outdoor adventure, and authentic Hawaiian culture. And I'm sorry, I didn't mention this earlier, but my camera broke, so I can't turn my camera on. I apologize for that. But yes, I'm real, and yes, I'm here for you. Kauai. Here we go. Let's start this. Kauai's airport is Lihui, and the abbreviation for that is LIH, or should I say the airport code is LIH. Car rental is highly suggested. Uber is not available. Bus system is improving, still slow, and taxis can be expensive. So on Kauai, we consider this our garden isle, of course, because of all the greenery that it has. The color of the island color, I should say, is purple, and the flower is mokihana, as pictured here. Top attractions for this island is Fern Grotto, kayaking, the Wailua River, and Wailua Falls. And then there's Poipu Beach, Poke'e State Park, the Napali Coast, and the Waimea Canyon. It's best known for outdoor adventures and nature-focused activities. There's Queen's Bath, uh, once a bathing spot for Hawaiian royalty. Queen's Bath in Princeville, Kauai, is now a popular summer attraction. Reached by a short but slippery hike over lava rocks, the natural pool offers calm, clear waters in summer, but can be dangerous in winter. Always check the surf report before visiting and only go when waves are under 4 feet high.
Oops, sorry.
Okay, so I know that we shared this on uh, the last series, but some of the things might be duplicate because on every island, it kind of applies to each island. So just a quick review. Malama are Aina and Kai. Travel Pono. Hiking, exploring, sightseeing up close is an important part of your trip to Hawaii. To get up close and personal is what each traveler is excited to do and experience. We welcome this and we love to see the wonderful experience you and your family have. Immerse yourself in culture activities and enjoy Hawaii for its beauty and strong cultural bonds. Just a few quick safety measures: read signs at hiking trails and beaches and follow their guidance. Use water wisely, tend to your trash, give wildlife such as sea turtles, native birds, and especially monk seals space. Carry your mask with you, pack out what you packed in. It just means make sure you take whatever you took in, take it back out with you. Respect what is closed. If it says kapu or anything like that, it just means keep out. Okay. And how to visit respectfully. We would love for everyone to support our local businesses, choose locally owned restaurants, tour operators, and shops to help Kauai's economy. Be patient and understanding. Kauai moves at a slow pace. We are on island time. Don't trespass. Respect all barriers and signs indicating off limits or kapu, sacred areas. Consider volunteerism. Partner with a local organization or even doing a beach cleanup would help. Stay informed. For the most current information, consult trusted sources such as Hawaii Tourism Authority and the County of Kauai. Okay, so Lihui is where the airport is. Lihui is the bustling heart of Kauai, the island's main hub for travel, business, and local life. Home to the island's airport and harbor, it's often the first stop for visitors. Beyond being a gateway, Lihui offers its own charm. Lush green hills, historic sites like Kilohana Plantation, and a stunning Wailua Falls just minutes away. With a mix of local culture, island history, and natural beauty, Lihui is where your Kauai adventure begins. Tip Top is a local favorite breakfast spot, closed on Mondays. Tip Top is actually a good restaurant, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, East Kauai region, like Wailua Valley, things like Fern Grotto, Wailua River, and Wailua Falls, and Opaika'a Falls. So for historical references only, Wailua Valley on Kauai was once the political and spiritual heart of ancient Hawaii, home to generations of royalty, sacred sites such as Inaa Kala, Heiau, and the royal birthing stones reflect its deep cultural importance. Later cleared for plantations, the valley has since returned to a more natural state and is now a popular destination, best known for the scenic Wailua Falls. So, Wailua River, activities along the Wailua River on Kauai include kayaking to Secret Falls, hiking through the rainforest, or taking a scenic boat tour to the Fern Grotto. Visitors can also explore the lush riverbanks, swim in natural ponds, and join guided tours that combine paddling, trekking, and sightseeing. Just make sure that when you share this with your guests, that you advise them to check with local guides for these things, because certain places sometimes is either off limits or they can be dangerous, especially when it's raining heavily, things like that. So just make sure a local guide has referred you, or you have a local guide with you. So the different suppliers that you can choose to do these things or book these things for your clients are Viator. Um, there's other direct suppliers like Robert's Hawaii, Polynesian Adventure Activities, and Hawaii Activities. And then, of course, there's also local operators, places like Smith's Family Luau's and Kayak Wailua, Ali'i Kayaks, and Wailua Kayak and Canoe. So this is Fern Grotto. Fern Grotto, the cave area used to be open to walk in, but they don't have it. You're not able to walk in anymore, but you can view it from a deck now. So originally a lava sacred to Hawaiian royalty, the grotto became a popular tourist attraction in 1946 with the start of boat tours. After hurricane damage, the closure of the sugar plantation that once sustained its greenery, it was restored through public and private efforts. Today, visitors admire its beauty from an observation deck rather than entering the cave itself. So you kind of tour on the boat down the Wailua River, reach the Fern Grotto, and you take a walk up to the observation deck. It's actually a very good tour. So the suppliers for this is Smith's Tour, but Smith's Tours can also be booked through Viator. And on your way up to Wailua River, there's Opaika'a Falls. You can enjoy cool and sweet treat at Wailua Shave Ice. It's a self-guided tour. And Opaika'a Falls is called rolling shrimp in Hawaiian because a native freshwater shrimp, or opai, were once abundant and could be seen tumbling or rolling down the waterfall. The name combines opai, which is shrimp, and ka'a, which is rolling, and dates back to a time when the shrimp were frequently observed in the stream. Sorry about that. Okay. So excursions, hotels, and more. Excursions in these areas, things like Secret Falls kayaking, again, Fern Grotto, and then outrigger canoe experience at Kalapaki Beach. You can actually jump in an outrigger canoe, and they have experienced paddlers that go out with you and steer the canoe for you while you paddle. And hotels in the area that we recommend would be places like Outrigger Kauai Beach Resort in Lihui, the Hilton Garden Inn, Kauai in Wailua, and Marriott's Kauai Beach Club in Lihui. There's also some luau's there. Uh, Luau Kalamaku in Lihui. It's a more theatrical type luau. And there's also Smith Family Garden Luau, Wailua. It's a more cultural, immersive, cultural type luau. And then there's Luau Ka Hikina. That's at the Sheraton Coconut Beach, and it's a beachfront luau. And a real quick review on Ni'ihau. So Ni'ihau is uninhabitable. We're not able to visit, I should say, without permission first. It's owned by the Robinson family, and the first owners, Elmer Robinson, first acquired this property, this island, and now it has been passed on generation to generation. And now it has two brothers, Bruce and Keith Robinson, which is pictured on the right to me. I don't know if it's on the right to you,
Mhm.
but on the right, there's Bruce and Keith Robinson, and they would be the ones to get in touch with to visit this island. They don't normally have visitors except if you're doing cultural type activities to grow the land.
Yeah, and I've heard that you have to be invited, or that's just what I heard growing up is like you need to be invited or go with somebody who's invited to go over there. So very special. Ni hao. I've never been there, but you can see it from West Side.
Sorry about that. So Ni'ihau, often called the Forbidden Island, is privately owned by the Robinson family, who have carefully preserved its traditional Hawaiian way of life for generations. Access to the island is highly restricted. Only residents, invited guests, or members of the Robinson family are allowed to visit. While the public cannot freely travel to Ni'ihau, there are a few limited ways to experience it. You can do a helicopter tour. Authorized operators from Kauai offer sightseeing flights around the island, sometimes including a brief landing on a remote beach area. Boat or dive tours also can be done. Certain excursions travel near Ni'ihau's coastline for snorkeling or scuba diving through visitors, though visitors are not permitted to go ashore. Hunting safaris with special permission, guided hunting trips for feral animals are occasionally available. And this is where I get to introduce Leslie Fontanella. Originally from the beautiful island of Kauai, Leslie has been a proud part of Evolution Travel for 3.5 years. She currently serves as a silver consultant and is actively working toward her gold promotion. Leslie is not only a dedicated mentor and trainer, but also plays a key role on both the TAA Mentorship Committee and the New Agent Orientation Committee, where she helps guide and inspire fellow travel professionals to reach their goals. Her passion for travel and leadership truly embodies the Aloha spirit and makes our Evolution family shine. Please help me welcome Leslie Fontanella.
Oh, you're so sweet, Sandy. Thank you. Thank you for that. And thank you for helping me with this presentation and this series. It's been really awesome to collaborate with you on this. And yeah, so I am from Kauai, born and raised. So talking about it, I mean, I could go on and on, but I get to share about Mount Waialeale, which is just beautiful. Growing up, I lived in Wailua, so all the places that Sandy was talking about, we went to Fern Grotto. We would kayak up and down the Wailua River. We would, you know, Opaika'a Falls is right on the side of the main road when you're going up the mountain. So we would go there too. And Mount Waialeale is was our view of our backyard. Literally, like I would be washing dishes, and on a rainy, cloudy day, you would see all these waterfalls. I think one day I counted like 27 waterfalls. It's absolutely stunning. So it is one of the most wettest spots in the world. It averages 450 inches of rainfall a year, and Mount Waialeale means rippling water. And this is a good place for hikes and helicopter tours to explore it. Definitely go with a local guide, because the terrain can be rough, and you gotta also definitely be mindful of the weather, because lots of rain means a muddy, fun time, but could also be dangerous. So just be mindful of that too. Kapa'a Town is now we're heading north. So Kapa'a Town is a vibrant beachside town known for its blend of local charm, art, and island flavor. You'll find colorful boutiques, surf shops, and cafes lining the main street. It's perfect for a leisurely stroll or bike ride along the scenic Kauai Coastal Path, which is the right picture. Um, and it's a great place to grab an acai bowl, shop local art, or rent a beach cruiser and explore the shoreline. One of the last times that I was there, like a few months ago, my son rented a bike and we went down the shoreline path. It's relatively new, that path. I would say in the last like 5 years, they paved a little sidewalk right along the coastline. So it's really nice and it's not crowded. And yeah, so you can rent bikes, walk down there. Really nice. Kapa'a also offers easy access to waterfalls, hiking trails, and Central Island adventures, making it both a fun base for exploring and a relaxing place to soak up Kauai's laid back vibe. And places to check out, you definitely want to stop by Pono Market for some fresh, delicious seafood. Country Kitchen is actually in the picture here. It's this yellow, like orangey sign over here. Country Kitchen is really good breakfast places. There's a line usually on the weekends, but it's totally worth it. And then Bullshed is for a fancier steak dinner located in Kapa'a Town. Kilauea Lighthouse, still going up north, it was built in 1913 to help guide ships safely through the treacherous waters between the islands. Its original lens is one of the largest of its kind, could be seen for nearly 20 miles out to sea. Today, the lighthouse stands within the Kilauea Point National Wildlife Refuge, which is a sanctuary for seabirds such as red-footed boobies, albatrosses, frigate birds, and tropical birds. Visitors can often spot spinner dolphins or humpback whales here offshore during the winter months. And with its panoramic ocean views, historical significance, and abundant wildlife, Kilauea Lighthouse is one of the most photographed and peaceful spots on Kauai's North Shore. So now we're at the North Shore, and this is home to Hanalei and Princeville. So Princeville sits high on the cliffs overlooking Hanalei Bay, and is known for its um, luxury resorts, golf courses, and stunning ocean views. It's the upscale side of the North Shore, offering beautiful accommodations and quick access to beach and lookout points. And then just below is Honolulu. It's a really cute, charming surf town surrounded by emerald mountains and taro fields. Its crescent shaped bay is perfect for swimming, paddle boarding, catching small waves, and the town itself is full of local shops, art galleries, and food trucks. There's a new resort or luxury hotel here, that they built within the last, I want to say like 2 years, called One Hotel Honolulu Bay, and it is stunning. It's 5-star luxury. I've only heard about it, but it's a sustainable hotel. They're very big on sustainability here, and it's beautiful. So the pictures here on the left is Hanalei Bay with the pier, and then here it is, Princeville looking out, and then on the right is Hanalei Beach Park. So now from north, we're gonna go south side. So south side Kauai is made up of the towns Koloa and Poipu, and attractions in this area are spouting horn in Poipu Beach. My apologies for the typo. And Poipu is a place To recommend your clients to stay, you can find vacation villas and condos for rent. There are lots of shops and restaurants and local markets within walking distance. Some notable hotels are Hyatt Regency and Sheraton Kauai Resort. Also, you want to check out Braniki's. There's Braniki's Beach, which is a smaller size beach really close to Poipu Beach. And then there's Braniki's Restaurant, which is right across the street from the beach. So you can go there and there's a little deli downstairs. There's like a sit down restaurant with the ocean view up top at Braniki's, and then there's a deli downstairs where you can go get like snacks, sandwiches, sodas, ice cream for the kids, right? You can also rent surfboards, boogie boards, and sign up for surf lessons at the surf shop next door, which is called Nukumoi's. And then historical Kaloa Town has old town charm. There are shops, art galleries, restaurants. Ipert's Lappert's. Oh my gosh, sorry, I can't talk today. Lappert's ice cream is a must. It's my absolute favorite kind of ice cream, probably because it's from Kauai and I'm a little biased, but it's really, really good. And then Kaloa Landing is a really gorgeous resort there as well. So here's some pictures of the south side. Getting to the south side, you're gonna go through this tree tunnel here. So it's really cool to go through. Even when I go back home, I'm like, oh, let's go through the tree tunnel. So we go through the tree tunnel, and they say don't bring pork through the tree tunnel like after dark. I have heard of people's cars being stopped and stuff like that. So just be careful of that. And then here we have on this side is Poipu Beach. And down here is another south side beach with a gorgeous sunset as well. So now West Side. West Side is made up of Waimea, Kekaha, Hanapepe, and Eleele. So Hanapepe is nicknamed Kauai's biggest little town. It's known for its Friday night art walk, local galleries, and the historic swinging bridge pictured here. And a fun fact, it's inspired by Lilo's hometown in Lilo and Stitch. Eleele is home to Port Allen Harbor, where the Napali Coast boat tours and sunset cruises depart from. And you can stop by Kauai's Island Brewing and the nearby traditional salt ponds. Um, so the salt ponds, is actually this. Well, this is Salt Pond Beach Park. So there's a beach, but as you come in, you can see all the Hawaiian salt that they are harvesting there, and they still do it in the old, like Hawaiian style way. Okay. And then Waimea is the historic landing of Captain Cook and the gateway to Waimea Canyon, which is the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. It's famous for its red dirt, rich with volcanic minerals that color the landscape and even inspire local souvenirs like the red dirt shirts. Whenever we would go, so I'm mostly on east side, right? Wailua side, Kapa'a side. But whenever we would go over to west side, we were always mindful about don't wear white tennis shoes because they will turn red. The dirt is actually red. So you got to be careful of that. Um, and then Kekaha is quiet, sunny beach town with long stretches of sand and incredible sunsets near Polehale State Park. It's one of the island's most remote and beautiful beaches. And from Kekaha side, Polehale side, you can see sometimes on a clear day, Ni'ihau. So here's Waimea Canyon. Look at all that red dirt right there from the volcanic minerals and stuff. It's gorgeous. Like these pictures don't do it justice, but the Waimea Canyon lookout is nice to go check out. There's a lot of you'll see goats and stuff and pigs grazing there, cattle, and it is called the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. So it's a definite must see for your clients. And then Kokee State Park and Lodge and Campground. This is a really, it's colder up here because it is up in the mountains. So you can rent you can rent a cabin like pictured here on the right, and you can, stay overnight. Growing up, we would, for school, we would have like, what is it called, nature school, and we would rent cabins, and we would go on nature walks and all of that and stay up there. So much fun, so much fun. And then in the middle, there's Kokee Lodge. So there's, when you come up to Kokee, you're gonna come up to the lodge, and there's a wide, like big field where you can hang out. There's a lot of chickens too. I forgot to mention that Kauai has chickens everywhere. Don't feed the chickens, but of course, be nice to them. But they like to crow all hours of the day and night. So just, be mindful of the chickens. But yeah, Kokee Lodge, there's like a restaurant now that's pictured there, and there's a gift shop so you can go buy souvenirs. I guess now the at the lodge they have like meal, it's a restaurant now. So before, when I was growing up, there was no restaurant, it was just a gift shop. But now there's a restaurant, so you can sit down, order food, and enjoy. We would always just picnic up there, bring our own food. If we weren't going to stay, we would just go out for the day. But it is chilly, so you always got to bring a sweater or something when you go up there. The Nepali coast. So Kauai is so beautiful, but Nepali coast is one of the most like scenic views, and this is taken from helicopter. Um, so you can see it's just stunning. Like the pictures don't do it justice. You can take boat tours out there. You can, a lot of times you end up swimming with the dolphins, not even on purpose, but just for being out there. You could see whales, uh, humpback whales doing their thing, and you can go hiking there too. There is one time when we were staying in Kokee, we hiked the Alakai Swamp Trail. It took us all day. It was 26 miles long. It was the craziest hike I've ever done. I was in the eighth grade. And it ended up in the, from Kokee all the way, it was like the back way, and we ended up 26 miles. We went through the Alakai Swamp, got all muddy, had a great time. And so vendors to use would be Pleasant Holidays is a good one. Also Vax, Blue Sky Vacations, Classic Vacations, and of course Viator for activities. This is similar to in the Maui presentation too. And then of course Norwegian Cruise Line. They have the sailing with the Pride of America, which is dedicated year round to island hopping, and the interior is rich in Hawaiian culture. So they put Hawaiian decor there. And I don't know if you guys follow me on social media, but I saw this ship docked or ported or however you say it here. It's in Honolulu, or it was yesterday, so I'm not sure where it is now, but it's fun to always see it. Like, oh, there it is, and I'm gonna be on it sometime soon. So yeah. So some travel tips. So the best times to visit Hawaii are from April to June and September to November, offering pleasant weather, fewer crowds, and better travel deals for travel agents to promote. So the rainy season is usually January and February. It's also a good time for whale watching during the rainy season, but it could also mean really large waves. So you always want to be safe. When in doubt, don't go out. And during the rainy season on the North Shore, is highly susceptible to flash floods, which can cause road or bridge closures. So just be mindful of that. And then also when your clients are leaving Hawaii, um, just inform them to arrive at the airport 2 hours to 2.5 hours before their scheduled flight time if they're going back to the continental U.S. Because all bags, which are carry-on and check bags, need to go through an additional screening, which is an agriculture check. And then when your clients are flying into any Hawaiian airport, you will need to have them fill out this declaration form, and it's one form per family. And I put the link there and a picture of the website. So before, we would have to fill out a form on the airplane. You'd have to, if you didn't have a pen, you'd have to awkwardly ask your neighbor for a pen if you could borrow one to fill out this form. And the form is just an agricultural check. They want to make sure you're not bringing anything that you shouldn't be bringing, like no soil, no uh no like if you're bringing any animals, you have to declare it. So you have to just basically give the state a heads up that you're doing that. So before it was a paper form, and now it is in electronic form online. So just be mindful of that. And that is a very new thing because I just came back from California recently and they had us do that. So I was like, oh wow, I don't need to ask anybody for a pen. So thank you so much for joining us. We're gonna do this again the last Sunday of each month until the end of the year. So the next one will be on Oahu, and it'll be on Sunday, November 30th. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to thank you so much for joining us, and